I remember when you used to shoot like a small little thing of ice, and now look at it. We pretty much have frostbite all over the trees. We have to replant everything. Don't you grumble at me, young man.
I should go check our supplies, see if any of our.
Ken, it's more like a thin covering of snow, so nothing's really damaged.
I figure, but I'm not letting them know that.
I'll go check if it's damaged.
Okay.
And I'll say it too. We're like, let's see if anything's damaged. Grumble, grumble. I'll flip off. Cover the supplies of the pelts. Or is that the cellar?
The cellar's the other direction.
Oh, whatever the supply tent. Where we
Cellar is over here.
where are we keeping the pelts and hides?
All in the cellar.
Oh, all of it is in the cellar, just on two different sections?
Yeah, it's all in the cellar,
Yeah,
it's
pretty
all
much.
underground, so. Yes, point from Volo's nose. Just let him sneeze that direction.
Yep.
Need a tissue.
Who knew a cold dragon could get a cold? How ironic.
Is from the crushed green crystal or the whole one?
Oh no, you have crushed white crystal in your hand.
The white crystal that Vola used?
Volo used a green crystal.
You see my alchemy kit? I'd like to see about the crushed white crystal and some of the tar I have mixed in a vial.
I was gonna say, like, Ken licked that because he thought it was salt.
There's white crystal all over the ground. I pick up a little bit of the white crystal, put it into a vial with some of the tar. Minus one tar vial. Huh.
You see a soft red eye inside the vial, looking
Soft-
directly at you. The
soft
tar is
red eye.
moving around inside of it. Yeah, the tar is moving around inside of the vial. It has slowly come to life from just being like half filled to being alive, and it's having like a dark red eye looking straight at you.
What the fuck?
Chef thumbs.
Yeah.
I look to friend, very cold, sneezy friend, and non-sneezy friend. Get better, friend. And then turns to Ken, who's not sneezing. Do you see an eye in here?
Ken will get closer and take a closer look.
Yes, Ken, you see an eye. It's like looking at Gosini intensely.
Yeah. That's an eye. Why do you have an eye in the vial?
Technically, it was just tar.
You had tar in the vial. And now it has an eye.
And added white crystal, ice crystal,
White crystal.
white crystal.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if it does anything on heating or freezing. Shall we put this in the freezer section of the under refrigeration pit?
Sure. Just don't have it eat all of the food.
And we'll go find a hiding hole for this, far, far away from all the food and all the pelts.
Okay.
See if it does anything off of a freezing thing, and then I do the same thing with the little chunks of ice crystal and tar vials. So 2 tar vials. It's like, would you mind heating this one up as well? Over your campfire, or can I use your campfire?
You can use it.
Okay. I do one and then I do the other. Pick your order.
Ken passes a handkerchief to Volo. Is like, here's a tissue for your issue.
Oh my god.
bury one of the cold one in the far reaches of the refrigerated underground cellar, away from as far as possible to all the food skins. Trying to mark this. What color is this? And then I go back to the campfire, and it might take a while to freeze, right? I don't know, 30 minutes. And I go back to the campfire and start boiling the other one.
Oh, are you be freezing the white one, or are you freezing the tar one? The tar white one?
It's 2 tar vials with white crystals, and I want to see if one of them is boiling, and what happens when it's boiled, and what happens when it freezes.
Oh, when it freezes, you've seen this before, that it starts to shrivel up. Shrivel up and gets frozen, gets kind of chunky, but it still moves around the best it can. The more heat you add to it, you start to see it bubble, and it starts to become a little more looser, and become a lot more... has a little more velocity, a lot less of viscosity to it. It just starts to just trying to find that way out.
I turn up the heat more.
It's still becoming less and less viscous. It's getting more like water. Like a water tar lake that's very alive inside of that glass vial.
Would I have seen something like this before? Maybe? Insight? Nature? History? Which?
History? Let
Or
me
nature?
get down to... There you are.
Could I do a nature roll?
Sure. You kind of remember this slightly for what took over your hometown. All these creatures came out of seemingly random things and started to devour anything that had a solid form. You have a better idea of what may have started it.
It's sharp, piercing, almost so high piercing that it's to the point of only dogs can hear it whistle. Comes out of right next to your campfire. I don't want to deafen the microphone.
So, yeah, you guys get to do that for the night.
A piercing howl of terror.
From Ghostini?
From Ghostini.
At your campfire.
Ken like snaps his eyes over and is like, "What happened? Are you okay?" Tinny, what's wrong? Talk to me.
Goes white as a sheet. Her little translucent appearance turns even whiter than before.
What's wrong? Talk to me.
After about 20 minutes. 10 minutes? Even so.
I'll slap you after you don't recognize or say anything after a minute. Like, get a hold of yourself.
Yeah. Hi, Chef Thumbs? Yes? Yeah, okay.
Tinny, what happened?
What? Oh, this, yes, I'm okay.
You don't look okay. You're
What?
pale white. You're as white as a sheet.
Oh, I've seen this before.
What is it? Where?
Slowly breathing. Trying to calm herself down. Slowing her breath. Can you just... Friend, can you breathe some of that cold, frosty air on my little toesies over here, or fingers. Not a lot. I'm only 3 foot tall. You know, I don't need a little bit goes a long way. Unless Chef has some freshly brewed caffeine pots ready to go.
I can cook something up if you need it.
Well, that takes time. Just give me some cold.
I will still make you a cup of tea.
Oof. Friends. Oh, I would love some cup of tea. And whatever round of that meat we had a while ago. Ooh.
I still have a meatball if you want it.
Let me tell you a story.
AC mode
Tales
activated.
of old. It all started.
Here's some chamomile lavender tea for you, Teeny. Just calm down.
I need to check all what I wrote this in.
I'll let you guys sleep on this with your nice long rest inside of your safe camp. So Ghostini has time to collect her
Story
thoughts.
time. It is story time before anybody goes to sleep. If you fall asleep, that's up to y'all. Let me tell you a tale as endless of time. A tale of a tyrant who started out nice, but rhymed into unreasonable reason. Apparently, some of this mixture holds up this vial. It's what happened on a much grander scale. Decades before our present.
Interesting.
The land used to be calm. Those used to be testing.
So, does this tyrant have a name? Was it like your friend?
Oh, no. Volo is friend. Domatia fiend. Big fiend. Nasty piece of work would. Sounds much familiar as the tyrant of Joel's encampment.
Oh,
It would test the waters on the weak. And when she's full, it says water holds up the vial of tar.
so that person made you drink that?
I've known of it in the past.
When you say past, like, are we talking months, years?
Decades.
Oh,
Past Plural.
Ken's a little confused. You can tell by the look on his face. What do you mean by pasts?
Tyrants are not a new concept. People will always try to gain a leg up on another. It's tiresome. Sometimes all you can do, you either got two options, well, three options. Fight back, laugh it off, or fight back with more vengefulness. Turns over to Joel. Looks over at Joel. It's like, sorry again if I offend, but I've seen your tyrant before. Might be a different name, but they all got the same premise.
Oh, it could be him. It could not. I would not know. I've not seen him.
Apologize for my extra vengefulness before.
Oh, you mean your murderous intent?
Yeah. Seeing the ones with power taking advantage of those without is a tiresome battle throughout time. And this vial holds it back up again. Proves that. This is something from decades ago that's still in existence.
And that oil came from Big Slick, correct?
Something like it. Somebody created Big Slick. I don't know how. Just that it's that old. Decades. However long the apocalypse has gone on. Multiple decades, or are we talking centuries? I was assuming decades, but...
Assuming decades, it'd be fine.
Decades? Okay. I'm curious on if there's anything I'm missing magically, knowledge-wise, of this container. Furry friend. Very clear distinction here. Furry friend, not foe.
Oh?
I can cook it up into a stew if you prefer.
Ooh, I would not cook this. Completely unnatural. Ugh. I don't even want to alchemize it. Or if it can even be... no, I don't even want to have to use this. This needs to be a last resort if need be at all. If I were to use this, this is a last, final, end. It's another word for end. says another. Oh, yeah. Finale, finalmente. All the languages, Earth's past, present, and future. No, not future. Past and present languages. So some languages y'all haven't even heard of. Dwarven, giant, uh, whale.
Oh yeah, that's right. She had whale.
Well, actually, that's giant, right? Uh, and a few other languages from the past of end, all meaning end.
So
Result. The only way I will ever let us use this is if we are forced into it, and there is no other option.
So let me ask the obvious question then.
Be very, very careful and gentle.
If this thing has an eyeball, is it sentient or is something looking through it?
I say the word jump, looking at the vial.
it does not jump.
I think the word jump, looking at the vial, before I hand it over to Volo.
She's handing it over. I'm just gonna take a quick look at it, see if I've seen anything like this before.
You just see a dark red eye looking around, just getting an eye of its surroundings that's being passed by. Well, what does Volo do with it? Well, I hope my players have a great and lovely night with the cautionary tale from Ghostini.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing eventful happens at night.
Like,
Oh. Oh. You gently tap the vial, a nice white crystal. You're seeing another eye slowly start to form and then slowly start to wither away. It does not have the room to get a second eye in there. Seems like it's wanting to expand, but it cannot. But yes, my players get to have a nice slumber for the most part. Take a small 10-minute break before we get into the next part of the session. Let you guys roleplay, discuss amongst yourselves as morning will be coming around through Ken's breakfast. Go get your food, go get your snacks, and I'm more than ready to continue. I just want to stretch a little bit.
okay.
take first one. And do we get our spell slots back?
Believe so. You have plenty of space. Well, too bad. After the last two things you've done, you're gonna be watched 24 hours, young man.
This is one of the most
Once you meet with a
Oh, and everyone, make sure you have what is it? Jockey music unmuted. It'll come in handy for the story.
Okay.
Make sure you can have them turned up slightly too.
I have them slightly up just because last time it was like a little too loud.
Oh yeah, no, I just want to make sure everyone has it up.
Yep. Once we get the long rest, when Ken wakes up, he's gonna start cooking some of the crystal wolf meat to try it himself, see how that tastes.
Okay. A small appetizer or a full meal for everybody?
Small appetizer. I don't want to cook too much, nobody likes it, you know.
Okay. And the small wool, the medium-sized wolves, or the large one?
I'm just gonna use the small wolves again, testing out stuff.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah.
And what you're okay? Yeah, I got it. And are you choosing the pieces of the meat that have a little more fat on them, or do you want a little more flesh on them?
Because it's an appetizer, I'm gonna use the fat.
Okay.
I'll use the fattiness for the main appetizer, and then once I have the oil that's still sticking at the bottom, I'll use that for the breakfast itself, kind of like to give it another coating, kind of like the glaze I did for the meatballs.
Okay.
So appetizer first to test out the waters on the meat, see how it tastes, and then we'll go into an actual breakfast.
Okay. But yeah, no, I have. But yeah, go ahead and roll your cooking whenever.
Okay.
I'm still getting things set up on my end. I want to make sure everything's nice and perfect. And I hope everyone's enjoying the crystals.
Yeah, they're fun.
They're very unique to my campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Your cooking is your chef utensils, constitution.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
Unless you want to make a survival dish, where people have to guess if it's edible.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Chef Combs has been exiled.
No, I've been casted away. Oh well, back to my roaming days. Bye, y'all. Have a good day.
Been around a long time. Do you really want to anger me right now?
It's okay. You're still just a little ball of fury. I know. You're precious.
Call me little. One more time.
How about tiny? And as I pat your head.
No, that's Ghostini. There you go.
My physical body may be small, but my wrath is outreaching, extended, forbearing. Good night.
Good night, teeny.
And I will stealth my way to a sleepy hole after the watch. Oh,
CC has night watch for you guys since you're at base.
I will take first watch. Does someone want to join me?
I'm making breakfast. Because in the morning, we're having waffles.
Yeehaw. Okay, is everybody back?
Because I need 2 more minutes and actually use the toilets.
Okay. Just don't fall in. I know you're small.
So, Echo, how does the food taste for my appetizer?
It tastes rather fine and nice, chewy, and it's rather nice to have. I'll wait for everyone to be back and I'll let you know.
Okay. Yum, yum. Hmm. Oh, I know what to use. I know what to use.
Alrighty, so are all my players back?
I
Castor, are you here?
I never left.
Okay. Darn. I mean, oh, good. Is Ken here? Oh. Yo, where's the pimp? Ken, are you here?
I am now.
Awesome. After a nice, long night, nothing eventful happens. And Ken gets to cooking nice and early for everyone.
Yep.
The wee early hours of the morning. He makes a delicious appetizer dish. Not something to fill you up exactly, just enough to get you going. Who wants to partake in this appetizer? And Ken, describe your dish however you wish.
It's a little bit of meat. It's been glazed with some bourbon. The base on it, or the dish you'll be feasting upon, is made out of a waffle, which anybody near the little cooking area will notice that Ken brought out a different kind of pan that what normally people would see. So hopefully everybody enjoys this little breakfast appetizer. It's not much, but at the same time, if you don't like it, by all means, you don't have to eat it. I'm just trying something new.
holds up an empty vial. Chink 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 chink. Slightly tap an empty vial on the table. So, This could be filled with something. Or not. This isn't poison? Have you taken a bite out of it yet?
Are you directing this at Ken?
Yes, thumbs. Chef.
You just see Ken like grab his portion and just eat it. Ow.
Okay. Because it does smell good. Puts the vial away.
I don't know why you think that I would poison you guys. Yes, I'm trying new stuff, but if I'm gonna serve it to you, I actually have eaten before serving it.
Oh, that's good news to hear. Chef friend. Got it.
I mean,
Are you
you not
friends?
want to be friends?
I've been around a long time. Oh.
You guys have been with each other for about a couple months. Still no trust.
Oh. Much longer than I've been around y'all. Oh, gosh. It's nice to be around friendly faces once again. A smile. Nod.
I would agree. I mean, why would you ever want to be around people that aren't friends? I don't understand that.
Put your hand to her chin in a thought-provoking pose. Ah. So many reasons, so little time. It's not story time, it's chow time, right?
Yes, it's getting cold. Please eat. Let me know what you think. That includes you, Fussy Butt. Get over here.
Roll Timber, do you partake in eating these fat little
Sure.
nobbins?
Well, there's no reason not to trust Ken's cooking.
Awesome. As you're all enjoying the cooking, any part of your body, such as hair, your chitinous back, all that just becomes a nice, softer shade of white. So you're looking more like Volo than in color for those aspects.
Points at Teeny. You're whiter again.
Oh my god!
It's better to hide in the snow. Shall we go up north again?
I mean, if that's what you want to go, I kind of want to go back and clear out the cave properly, but I'm willing to hear what everybody else wants to do.
Or wherever the more cold area is with the snowy frost wolves. Was that north or northeast?
Yes, your fur looks like it never got dirty by the apocalypse.
We could change that if you want.
As you guys are enjoying your nice meal, you start to hear like the hurries of footsteps, this trees kind of being knocked over, the screams of people just echoing in the distance. Sounds like a lot of people are coming this way or fleeing from this area.
What the deuce? Ken will go up the sidewall. Like, what the hell's going on?
As soon as you go up, you also hear this in the background. Seems like something else is... Really? YouTube is no longer supported, but it was supported an hour ago. What the fuck? It was supported an hour ago, but not now. Fuck you. Oh, I'll improvise.
Well, I mean, everyone can just click on the thing, so. That sounds like I don't think that's natural.
You hear someone else that heard the big commotion. So now the party's left with an interesting place. Do they still want to go help the people? Or do they want Big Slick to get another army?
I'm definitely in the camp of not letting Big Slick get another army.
And pulls out the not. Oh no, wait, Volo, would you care to show off the that was the burning one or the frozen one? No, the burning one. The boiling tar ice crystal to the rest of the group. Since everyone is eating Thomas food, so now's a great opportunity. And this is why a solemn, bold, stern voice. This is why we need to deal with Big Slick and Slick minions. Imagine files like this everywhere. Every city, every home you ever knew, every family ingested, every water quenched, every animal, every tree starts lingering off into rambling thoughts. Oh, right, where was I? Everywhere. This needs to be, as much as I want this tyrant taken down, this is a much bigger priority.
Okay. We've needed to take Big Slick down before, so I understand it. If we're gonna go fight it again, I just want to point out, last time we saw Big Slick, I don't know if this might be of interest to anybody, but I saw a weird jewel near its belly. Uh, make of it what you will. I just thought it was kind of curious that it had that. Echo, did it look like one of our crystals that we've been collecting?
Roll history.
History, he says. Ooh, not bad.
With an 18 history, it looks very similar to the crystals you have, but it's much more of a different shade or a hue of a crystal you guys have yet to experiment with.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll just say is like it looks similar to the ones that we had.
It's still frozen, and its eye is unmoving, unblinking, but still looks like it's thinking. It's still seeing you directly.
But slower.
Yes.
Is it moving at all?
It's not moving, it's just unblinking and staring in the distance.
I go get the frozen crystal thing, bring it back to the campfire with the group. Say, if anyone would like to furry friend, end your chronic on that part, and then back to common. Would like to examine this any further for magic properties.
Oh,
Not natural.
are you guys going to stay here and explore the crystals? Or are you guys going to try and help these people before Big Slick
I'm
arrives?
down to help people out.
We might be able to use this on Big Slick at all possible.
Would we know how?
It's not moving unless one of y'all, any one of magical varieties, it's definitely in the magic arcana realm, and less of the natural alchemy realm. wouldn't mind helping on. Tell me, is this still alive? Is it just frozen? Is there a way to use this against much bigger slick? Like we just giant freeze big slick something? I don't know.
I don't know why I rolled that second one, but whatever. Just an Arcana. I'm looking at the vial since it was frozen over.
The creature is still alive, or the tar is still alive. It's just unmoving completely. It reminds you of how Big Slick was before he was set on fire with a torch.
Doesn't that bring back good ideas?
You said there's a herd of people running past?
There's a herd of people coming towards you. You haven't seen them yet. So do you guys want to fly to... You hear them before you see them.
Okay.
So do you guys want to...
roll? Okay.
Would you guys like to fly out to help them? Or would you rather wait for Big Slick to get there first? You guys are in a time team. And what were you trying to ask, Roll Timber?
And Roll Temper, no hesitation, is going to run to try and help people in need. So as soon as he hears them, he's running towards them. Grabbed up his gear and going. Leaving any extraneous supplies behind. He's just gonna frickin' go.
Do we have any other white crystals left, or is this it?
Look to Volo. You guys only have a few moments left.
Yeah, Roll Temper's never seen this Big Slick. He's not aware of anything like this. He just knows people are in danger. He's gonna try and help.
And Ken wants to help too, but he can't do it alone.
It's not alone. Roll Temper's already running out there.
Yeah, but Rule Timber's gonna leave Ken behind.
Yeah.
Ken is not that fast with his 2 little feet.
Roll Temper's not fast.
Have you already left, Temper?
Yeah, Roll Temper's already left to
Okay, never mind.
go help these people.
Parents cut out for you. Okay.
I mean, you can try and stop him, but like, yeah, as soon as he heard people in danger, that's what he would want to do, is just drop everything and run.
Were you going in stealth with your cloak, or?
Oh no, he's not being stealthy at all. He doesn't know there's anything inherently dangerous to these people. There's just people crying out for help.
Okay, you're easy to spot. I don't run after you.
Roll Temper has never seen or really known anything about this Big Slick you keep, saying out of character.
I did.
Like,
Will you put in breakfast?
he's seen the tar from the tar catapult thing.
Imagine it everywhere. Stuff like this in this little tiny vial, but covering the encampment.
Well, out of character.
Covering people ingesting it, drinking from it. It's everywhere. In your sewers, in your libraries, in City Hall. Pick a building.
Gotcha. I'm out of character. That's all well and good, but nobody mentioned this to Roll Temper in character. He spent his whole time here playing with the puppy, so...
No, Gosini explained all that in breakfast.
Oh, did they?
Yes,
Yeah.
this over
Okay.
breakfast.
Sorry, I had some headphones issues earlier I had to get resolved.
Oh, that's fine.
It's okay.
So, I believe everyone's going down to go help the people?
I believe that is a consensus, yes.
Awesome. Is the puppy coming?
That's Trista. That's up to Trista.
Okay, I will bring the puppy with, unless Trista says no this time.
I borrowed 5 of those white crystals. Or 3. Polo.
There you guys go. You're at the top of the map. You guys hear the screaming of people falling into the pit slightly, trampling over everything. You're seeing about... If you want to roll perception, I can give you a rough estimate about how many people you're seeing. You're seeing... Oh, wow. Yeah, you're seeing about 30 plus people with ease just running away, just trying to get away from something. Looks like everyone's had enough of the tyrant, or they all just left at once.
Old Temper's never seen this many people in one place. It's not in a
Same.
long time. So yeah, he's just gonna run and try and help them.
What's the rest of the party doing?
5 crystals. I will quickly smash them, but not adding tar to it. Just have them ready. 5 white crystals smashed in 5 separate vials.
What the? Okay.
So I am not scouting ahead or anything. You ran ahead for fun. Congratulations, scout. You got a cloak, right?
Are you guys seeing this like green circle around my mouse whenever I click?
Yeah?
It's doing that whenever I click for some reason.
You might be having mouse issues.
Yeah, apparently.
What's the rest of the party doing?
Ken is gonna go to this tree and hide.
Roll stealth. Awesome, you're hitting with a 25.
And I'll go ahead and prep a spell. Actually, no, I can't. Yeah, you know what? I will give inspiration to Roll Timber just because he's up front. And because Roll Timber did kind of run ahead of us, the rest of us will have my Petit Four, the snack that gives temporary HP. So in case you need it, eat it.
You said Roll Temper got temporary HP?
No. You have Bardic Inspiration
Okay.
because you're just within range of it. Because you ran ahead, unfortunately, I could not give you the Petit Four, which is the snack that gives temp HP.
Okay.
Unless you did hold back before rushing out.
Oh no, he's gone. He's
Yeah.
okay. He doesn't. He's
So
not
if
worried
you
about getting help. He's worried about helping.
if you need one, Ken usually has at least one for everybody. So if you need temporary hit points, just rush to him.
Okay.
And I mean, for now, that's what Ken will do. He'll just hold his action, crossbow at the ready in case something happens.
I will, if you don't mind, I'll give you an extra chameleon skin while we're flying above, and I'll finish crushing these crystals for wherever we see tar.
Okay, Volo's in the skies. Ken is hidden. Roll Temper is going forward. You guys will be hearing that roar again from the background, as it seems that somebody is flying just as quickly trying to get up here. It hears the commotion. It knows what it wants. So yes. Just waiting. Awesome. Just need to get one quick thing done. As you guys are watching this come about, is Roll Timber more in a blind rage or just rushing to help people regardless of the obstacles?
I mean, he's not really a blind. He's not raging. He has a very helpful spirit to him. He wants to try and help anyone he can, and he sees people who are clearly needing help in some way or another. So he's barely seen anyone alive in this plane. He's gonna try and keep these people alive and help them.
That's very fair. You're running through the trees, the plants. There's vines, just kind of like overgrown a little bit on the ground. As you continue to move forward, do you want to cut underneath the tree for getting to them quicker, or you want to get to the person directly in front of you first?
Um, if I'm trying to help the most people I can, sure, I'll take the closest path to the most people. So he
Oh,
can cut under the trees
alrighty.
if that's the fastest route.
You all will see Roll Timber enter the trees, but you will never see him exit. You'll see something a lot smaller exiting the trees.
Is it a
And
dog?
we'll get to that next time
Okay.
for what may have happened to Roll Timber, or what is actually going on. Yes,
Okay.
you can attach an arrow or two, Ghostini. These are last minute preparations.
There's 5 vials of white crushed vials. So how many? All five? Two? Three? What?
One vial can spread across about 5 arrows, so just give yourself 5 arrows of these white crushed crystals.
Okay.
So yeah, Ken, Volo, Gostini, you have lost to Roll Timber in the madness. He went to go dash ahead, he dashed under a tree, but it seems like he never came out. There's a madness of people coming, and you know Big Slick is on your tail because of just how many people are here. What what is everybody's game plan for next session?